Welcome back to my channel. My name is VassaOlga. In today's video, we're going to be talking about lifting the eye shape. So practically, if you want to do the same thing as I have over my lids, I'm going to be explaining this in details in this video. There's not going to be much of a difference between my previous techniques, but I'm going to be just explaining how to do the shape if you are new on my channel or if you haven't paid attention to this technique. And if you're interested, let's get started. I'm just going to be going back to my matte palette from Beauty Bay. I have some leftovers from my Essence Color Intensifying Primer. So yeah, I would really want to get rid of this primer first and then go to some other primers. The key step in this routine, I'd say, is to make sure that your brow tail is a little bit longer than natural tail, but it's up to you guys. We're going to be focusing on the lid and the color. So first things first, I'm going to mention that it's better to do this makeup look if you're not skillful and if you don't know how to do this wing eye shape, the one that is going to lift your eye shape. Then it's better to do it with some paper, some tissue, toilet paper, whatever you have in hand. If you have a lot of fallouts from your regular eyeshadow palette, this one has a lot of fallouts. Not a lot, but some of the shades, they do have fallouts. So it's better to set your lid with something really soft like beige or pink or I don't know, white, just a little bit to set the lid. My personal favorite thing to do is to make sure that the color that you're using is going to be bright and well pigmented. I really love a lot of shades from this palette, but I guess this one is screaming my name and I really love it. So probably I'm going to be playing with this shade. The color name is Sea Mist. It's better to focus on your brow tail. It has to be relatively long, so you have this guideline. The lifting effect is going to be pretty much the same as you do with the highlighter and with your contour. So when you place your contour, you want to place it a little bit higher than this line, and then you are adding some highlighter that is going to be lifting your side. I'm going to do pretty much the same to my eye, but you know what? I'm a little bit afraid that I'm going to have a lot of fallouts. That is the reason why I'm going to this really plain toilet paper. I'm gonna fold it. You can do it like 2 times or 3 times, depends on. The thing is to connect your brow tail and your outer corner. What I do, I actually place it from the outer corner, like where the line ends, and it's gonna have a tiniest bit of space like underneath my eye. I'm gonna place this color, but make sure that this shade, not even shade, make sure that this tissue is really close to the skin. Don't forget to bring the shade a little bit over this tissue because we need to cover this whole space between my tissue and where my skin. That's practically it. Then I'm gonna take off this tissue. So we have really straight line, so it's kind of like extra. I love doing a little bit different trick. I'm gonna grab like really big and fluffy brush. If you don't have that big brush, you can go to any crease brush, the one that is like blending brush, whatever. And what you can do, you can actually work out the same color over your crease. If you want to, you can play with a little bit lighter shade, probably this one. It's gonna look really pretty. I have to make sure that I take off some extra shade from the same tissue because now I'm gonna use the same tissue, and then let me go to the same Sea Mist shade over here, and then I want to bring this a little bit further. Diffusing moment. So the tail is not linked to my eyeshadows, but it's basically a guideline. As for this part, you can use something sparkly and shiny, you can use something matte, you can use the same shade and create like completely matte base. As for me, I'm going to something really soft and I'm gonna play with a like pink shade. Why not? Tissue to cover this area from any fallout. And I guess a little bit of highlighter is not gonna harm. So I'm using more Makeup Academy highlighter. I'm gonna tap off a little bit again and place it underneath my brow bone. It has some blue undertone, the one that I really love, so yeah. I would love to prolong this line a little bit more. So what I do, I'm gonna use the same tissue to make sure that I have like no fallout. And then again, I have some sort of guideline. If you would love to win this out a little bit, then you go ahead and do that. And I'd say that a little bit more pink is not gonna hurt. I'm gonna add some black liner. As a matter of fact, I believe it's really important. And I'm doing this from the outer corner. Final step is to use some mascara. I would need to focus this mascara a little bit more in the outer corner. Actually, I did something really similar, I'd say, to this makeup look. But look at the difference. It's really beautiful. If you want to, that's still an option. You can add a little bit of a highlighter in this area. You have even more lift. I'm gonna do my left eye for my shirts and I'll be right back to conclude the video. Okay guys, and that is the final result. I am gonna tell you that if you can do it without any straight lines, just, you know, bring this up to your brow bone, that's a great way. Without any tissues, you can create this makeup look. If you are not skillful enough and if you don't feel like you're good at that, then it's better to use some tissues. I hope that this makeup look was really helpful. I actually do a lot of the same similar eye shapes for me because I personally love this eye shape and kind of like shadow shape. So if you're interested in more videos like that where I explain some details, then please let me know in the comments. I'm gonna try to explain something for you as well. And I'm gonna see you in one of my next videos, guys. Love you. Bye bye.